on a hiking trail. A couple of the trails look really good. Wow, just a gorgeous way to finish off the first day of car camping. Hey everybody, David, aka RVJEDEYE, aka Car-V-Jedeye. And yes, I am back out in my car, the 2013 Subaru Crosstrek, and absolutely loving it. Really love getting out and exploring wherever I am in my car. If you are new to the channel, or if you've been following and not sure what's been going on, let me get you all caught up on what's happening. So I normally RV in a 2005 Winnebago Sightseer. Last year, 2021, when I first went out, the roof blew off the Sightseer, and so I had to get that fixed. And while I was waiting to get that fixed, I started to embrace car camping. Now, later in the year, I got a job here in Washington, in Seattle, left my RV back in Green Bay, waited until it got a little bit warmer, and then made the attempt to go back out and bring the RV here to Washington. Well, that didn't go as planned. Unfortunately, the engine blew up, and right now it's sitting in a storage yard in Chippewa Falls, and I don't know what the future is going to hold for it. I still haven't made a final decision about what's going on, but to replace the engine, which the repair shop says I need to do, will cost more than the RV is worth, so I don't know if I want to even go that route. But until then, I'm going to go back and embrace car camping, something I did again last year and really had fun with it. Now I'm going to do it here in the Pacific Northwest as I figure out what's going to be the next step in my RVing life. But RV stands for recreational vehicle, and for me right now, my daily car is my recreational vehicle, so that's how I look at it. Now, last year when I got into car camping, it was really kind of new to me, and I still consider myself a newbie when it comes to car camping. Basically, when I got into it, I just kind of threw everything into the car and did it a couple of times, and again, had fun with it. Now that I'm probably going to be doing this for a little bit longer until I make a decision on what's happening next, I really want to fine-tune my efforts in terms of car camping. So right now I'm going to show you how I car camp currently and talk a little bit about the things that I want to do moving forward. I think that this is a viable form of getting out, and I do like it, and I've tweaked some things from even the first time I went car camping, but now let me show you how I'm doing it in the Pacific Northwest. So this is my current setup, how I have it laid out when I sleep. On the left hand side I have my cooler, and then the box that I carry all of my kind of kitchen stuff in, things like that. Some water down here. This is the bed, and yes, I am repping my Star Wars. This is a 4-inch memory foam, which I just have some sheets on from home. This is like a queen sheet, but you use just a twin sheet. It sleeps very comfortably, and then on this side you can see underneath that padding I have it's 1 inch thick, I think, and it's 2x4, and I lay it out. I lay the the mattress on top of that, and it stays really really straight and comfortable. Underneath I have some storage and some, you know, emergency stuff for the car. I brought a toolbox, have my sneakers, and an extra can of propane. That's what it looks like. These, again, I cannot emphasize enough, these are mesh screens. You can kind of see the window is all the way rolled down, so it helps to get some airflow into the car. The front of the vehicle, yeah, I gotta get better at this, but this is what it looks like. Yeah, got my work bag here, my clothes, and just stuff that I put there. My hiking boots are there. Again, this is the back side of that storage, and it looks pretty good in terms of that. Again, pretty comfortable to sleep in overnight. My other mesh screen, this is the back side, and this is one of my solar bricks. I have to obviously make a decision at some point if I'm going to get something more than that. So I have a solar brick. I also have another battery brick that I use. I'll put links into the description below on both of those. I have a little fan that I blow, and then this is my Wonder Boom, which I love, and then just my earphones. Again, some more storage underneath here. This is usually where I put all of the electronics and stuff when I'm transporting it back and forth. And this is like my Monica Geller closet right here. This is the driver's side. And at night I put my spices and things here. This is an extra table I always carry with me. And this is a camper chair, which I'll probably bring out today. This is my hiking backpack. And then under here, that is the stove, which I am loving. Love that Coleman stove. So that is the look at how I have things laid out. Again, not a bad way to do it. I still think there's room for improvement. So that's my setup for my car. It's working right now. It's still a little bit better than when I first got started, but still I can do some things to tweak it and make it even better. There are a couple of things that I still am working out and thinking about, and I'm gonna need your help with. So the first thing is my cooler game. Yep, I bring a cooler, fill it with ice, and that seems to work for the most part. But I also don't like to move a lot when I get into my location, so I don't want to have to constantly go out if I'm on a longer trip and bring ice back to the cooler. One of the things that I've been doing is looking at some of those refrigerators that go in the car that run off of a 12 volt. So I'm wondering whether or not that is something that I'll end up doing. If you have one of those refrigerators, let me know how you like it, the pros and cons about it. Drop some information in the comments below. I really would appreciate it. The next thing I want to figure out is power on the road, charging my phone, a laptop, things like that. Even if I do go to a refrigerator, I'm going to need something there. I've seen a lot of portable power stations, you know, Jackery, Bluetti, things like that, Rock Pals. But I don't know much about it. So I'm starting that process of researching it as well. Again, if you use one of these products or something like that, drop a comment below so that I can get some more information about it and make a determination about whether or not I need it. And if I do, what kind might be the best for me as I continue to do some more car camping. And then the final thing is I have to improve my packing game. Yeah, I pack the car every time that I go, and I've gotten a little bit better at it, but I still feel like I overpack for trips, and I have to figure out how to store things a little bit better. I am doing things a little bit different than, again, when I first started, but I want to make this an easy thing so that I don't have tons of clothing with me when I go, tons of other things that go in the car. I want to be lean and mean, so I have to improve on my packing game, and that's something that's really on me. Again, if you have a suggestion on how to pack your car, how to store things, let me know. Again, drop it in the comments below. I love to hear from everybody when it comes to all of this. There you have it. That's my car camping setup. I still consider myself a newbie when it comes to car camping, and you are helping me get through all of the ins and outs of what's involved. I watch a lot of YouTubers and try to homage or steal ideas that I can use for my car camping experience. But no matter what, I love taking my vehicle, my RV, recreational vehicle, out and about and exploring any place I can. And right now I'm in the Pacific Northwest and starting to really see what that's all about. So at least for the time being, this is my recreational vehicle, and I just want to improve what I'm doing out on the road. Hey, that's going to do it right now for me. Make sure you follow me all over social media at RVJEDEYE. And then, of course, you can follow me on the blog at RVJEDEYE.com. Get out there, car camp, explore, have a good time. It's all about being in the great outdoors. We'll see you next time.